the volume.
Turn up the volume.
You've arrived at the destination for all things Kentucky. This is the Bleed Blue Network Podcast.
What's going on, Big Blue Nation? Welcome back to the Bleed Blue Network Podcast. I have no clue what's going to happen in any of these episodes anymore because it's just been just a random thing. I mean, I don't know. Do you have you don't have like a different first name that we need to call you? You know, like Jagger is actually Camden, and you know, I don't know. It's just everybody's weird now, you know. So we got Demie Sumo-Karngbaye with us here. What's up, man? Welcome to the hot seat. We are now calling it the hot seat. Just letting you know.
What's up? What's up? I'm kind of weird too. You know, I got an extra nickname that people call me Shark.
Shark.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, we got to dive into that right now.
Yeah.
Why?
No pun intended. It's just kind of, you know, a culture thing from where I'm from. You know, it's like a standard. You know, if I'm playing at a high standard on the football field,
Right.
You know, that's a shark. You know, shark mentality, kind of like a Kobe thing. You know, but it really just came from my friends. You know, just being me.
Do you like Shark Week, though? That's a big question I think we have to follow up with.
Very interesting thing about me. My birthday's in July 11th. It just passed. So I guess you could say I love Shark Week.
My guy. I miss Shark Week because that little thing over there decided to be in the NICU for 2 weeks. So I have not caught up.
Baby shark.
Yeah, please do not spoil anything for me because I have not caught up on any of those episodes. But anyway, I digress on that. We're gonna have to start doing this for him. Like it's carries.
Right.
We're starting trends with everybody on here.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a little close to the Ole Miss.
Yeah, but whatever. We'll figure it out.
We're gonna find something.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Ole Miss doesn't do it anymore. They're not cool.
Right.
It'd be cool if he did it at Ole Miss.
That would be good.
Coming soon.
Just run down there, score 3 touchdowns, and just walk out there and be like, you're a
Like
land
what?
shark. I'm a shark.
You're spoiling it for the fans, man.
No, I'm not. I'm getting them hype, man. Don't worry. Like it was all right. We've already had people mention other schools, and it sounds like they're choking when they've said something. So that's really good. But anyway, man, talk to me a little bit about how this offseason's been. Obviously, now second year at Kentucky, so you know a little bit more probably about what to expect. Right. What's it like, and how are you gearing up for camp?
Man, it was my dream come true because I always wanted to play in the SEC. And, last season, I got to experience a full season, just sitting behind Ray and understanding the game a little better. So this offseason was definitely a learning season for me and also an improvement season as far as my speed and, just my consistency, because I got all of the attributes as far as, the cutting and the vision and things of that nature. Now it's just applying it every time and being consistent with it throughout the whole game and, getting carries now. Now they're waiting to see who's going to be that guy in the backfield. So this off season was definitely a working off season.
So, obviously you guys are playing behind a little bit of a revamped O-line from a new coach. You have a new offensive coordinator. What's that transition been like for you? You kind of have to. Your running back is you're in the middle of all of that. How's that transition been? Is it easier? Has it been a good learning curve?
It's definitely been a great learning curve because I came from. I done been in many different systems. I done been in the signaling system and the pro system. So with Bush Hamden, it's something that I'm familiar with. So with the new O-line coaching, a lot of this stuff is new to you guys, and you know what I'm saying,
dude. All of it's new to me. All right, like all right. I'm trying to call audibles on NCAA 25 and don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right, and let's not. But
it's definitely been pretty smooth, especially how easy he makes it for us. He dumbs things down so that we can get it on a complex level. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely been, I don't want to say perfect, but Something close to it.
Don't jinx things.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So what's one goal that you kind of have both for yourself but also for the team going into this season, coming off of your first season here in Kentucky?
One goal for myself, I'd say I just want to win, honestly, me personally, win win the down, win my carries, win my catches, everything that comes my way, I just want to win, you know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily have a specific number or a specific set of touchdowns that I want. I just want to, get in the end zone every game. Every time I touch the ball, that's the type of mentality that I have personally. And for the team, it's either go big or go home, honestly. That's my mentality. That's our mentality. That's the way we think when we practice and when we're in the weight room is championship mindset. We're not, looking to be 7-5 or looking to be 8-3. You know what I'm saying? We're not looking to lose, honestly. So that's our mindset. We just want to win.
Do you think that's a little bit different of a mindset from last season to this season? And I'll give you my analogy, and it'll be interesting to hear what you think. I think in years before, it's been optimism, where I feel like this year there's expectation, and I'm talking about coming from you guys. Right. Is that a real assessment, or am I way off?
I would say you're off because every season is the same, for every football team. Every coach doesn't, express optimism or, let's do what we can, you know what I'm saying? But it's really the same each and every year from my perspective, because each and every coach that I have wants to win, and wants to go big, you know what I'm saying? And it's not really much of a change as far as picking up on certain details and, you know what I'm saying, fixing different things and putting the ball in different guys' hands who can make plays, So I wouldn't say it's a drastic change, but it's definitely a needed change,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sorry, I just went blank.
Your mind went blank?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a first.
I know.
She's got one question, and that's all she wants to ask anybody. Just sits there for 20 minutes, and then it's like, hey, guess what? I'm gonna throw fire.
No.
Here comes gas on a fire, guys. So going into your second season, obviously Ray's gone. There's more carries to be had. How have you seen the transition from last year's running back room now to this year's running back room? You've got yourself, you've got Chip, who are the proven guys. You've got some talented freshmen there, but unproven guys, but guys that we think can be stars down the road. What's that room like from your perspective now, being the older guy, the leader in the room?
Mm-hmm. It's more of a shared leadership. It's never just one leader. There's always somebody behind the scenes helping out, or that's just like metaphorically. But in our room, me and Chip are the older guys. So if JB wants us to relay any messages or, any nuances inside the offense that Bush, relayed down to JB, Coach JB, me and Chip, we handle that as the leaders we are. But for the most part, Coach JB, he's a vital instrument in the running back room, honestly. The way he coaches things and he breaks it down. And then last year, I seen it, we all seen it happen with Ray. Ray hits the hole and he knows the certain reads, what reads is going to happen before it happens. That isn't just Ray himself, you know what I'm saying? It's very high elite coaching behind that. So I would say it's a shared leadership.
What do you think the biggest thing for your perspective, just for you personally, taking that next step? What's the one thing you've worked on the most in your terms of your game getting ready for this season?
What have I worked on? It's so much, man.
Or a personal goal, or something personally you'd like to see really take that next level.
My mental, I would say. I would say just that mental fatigue. Because playing at this level, everybody's, fast, strong, and, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the competition is starting to get like neck and neck. So the difference makers are the guys who are mentally strong and the guys who can last in the game and, not let their tiredness, dictate however they play, So my mental is something that I've worked on, and my conditioning and, just being able to last long in the game. So
Do you think that the atmosphere of like being in the stadium, either at Kroger or away, that feeds into it, or do you push that out kind of?
Me personally, I really zone out until, like a touchdown happens or something like that, or something big happens. That's when the crowd like fires
Really
us up.
fires
Yeah.
up,
Or
yeah.
most definitely when I'm on the sideline. When I'm on the sideline, I try to act like I don't hear it, but I definitely hear BBN going crazy. Yeah.
So you've returned some kicks. Are you going to do that again this year?
Yep. Yes, sir.
So what is your favorite part about, that psychoticness of kickoff?
Man, it's the calm before the storm, when we break that huddle and we're running out there and we hearing the fans, we tell them, turn up, turn up, turn up. Man, that's like the best part about it. And then Barry Brown takes it home. You know what I'm saying? Country hard.
I'm hype, and then Barry Ann takes it to the house.
Yeah, it definitely is fun blocking for him. And, I done returned a couple kicks for myself. So that's pretty fun,
It's got to be
as a whole.
It's got to be a little bit of that mindset. It's like, oh, you don't want to kick it to him. That was
right. Yeah,
you
better
should
be
have kicked it
careful.
to me too.
Yeah, right.
I
Yeah.
got this in me. Have you played much NCAA 25 yet?
Yes.
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 Yes. How do you like yourself in the game?
Man, I've been loving it. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people keep coming up to me telling me how, I scored a kick return with you, or you going crazy. And I've been seeing there's like a trend. A lot of people are playing with Kentucky, and they're starting to see like, these guys got some talent.
Hey, it was so I play with them like online all the time. It's I can't bring myself really to play with other teams.
Right.
I've tried. Like I played with Georgia and got absolutely hosed. I'm like, this offense sucks. Where's my guys? I just throw this back.
How
Yeah.
many times you lost?
With Georgia? Or just over?
in general.
I'm like 47-32, something like that.
You've been playing a lot.
Yeah,
I haven't been playing that much.
dude. I haven't slept the last like 2 weeks. I was
healthy.
used to being sleep deprived because of a new baby, so I just stayed up and like other kids are going to sleep, and I'll just stay up to like 4,
Right.
and then wake up the next day at 8 and just be like, yeah.
How are you here right now?
Yeah, okay, more like 10. And no, not lie. I went to bed. I got solid 8 hours, and this was going to be a long week. So I did not play yesterday for like the first time in like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
So
I know you were hot.
are you? So what's your record?
My record, shoot, I just finished my first season on the college football playoff mode. I'm like 7-3.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting. We were talking to Cutter about it, about seeing himself, and then he brought up. He's like, well, at least they didn't do what they did with Brock. To me.
Yeah. So are you happy with your?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I actually just took a picture side to side, face by face. My character looked exactly like me. I wish I could.
So
Hurry up and show.
are you guys having a good laugh at Brock and with the picture? Because this is awful,
Brock hates his face.
Oh yeah.
dude. He
Said they
looks
make my
like,
face so chubby.
bro. He looks obese. I mean. It's like,
crazy.
yeah, we said he's fat Jesus. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
All right,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Just like,
Now, did you play a lot of video games growing up?
yeah.
So being that and now seeing your name and your face on a video game, how kind of surreal is that?
Bro, every time I play, it's just like a dang, like I'm really in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It just never hits me for real. It's always just like I didn't have to make this player. Like they made it for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool every time I get on.
Have you played a game with Kentucky and somebody mess up and then you go to your boy and be like, listen, if you F up again on my dynasty mode, I'm benching you and you're going to have to transfer.
I be playing with them like JQ Hardaway. Like he stays around where I stay. So sometimes I'll play with him and I'm like, dang, Q, like, come on, you supposed to get that pick. You know what I'm saying? But they definitely produce a lot. I don't really lose much. My record's 7-3. So
Yeah, it's
you know what I'm
good.
saying? But that's just in college football playoff mode. I'm really about like 15-3. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
That's against guys. Real life competition.
Well, that's what I was telling you in the real life thing. I've already won the night. I'm already undefeated in dynasty mode. All right, I went 15-0 from there. Oh, sorry, I lied. It wasn't. It was 14-1, but won the natty. So
Do you play on Heisman or All American?
Heisman.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, All-American.
Okay, I was
All-American.
about to say,
All-American.
I don't even
All-American.
play on Heisman.
No, All-American.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was, and now I think in the next season, I've just been playing a lot online a lot. In the next season, I'm 4-1
Okay.
right now.
You pretty good. Might have to play you.
Let's play. You probably whip my ass. That'll be fine.
Who would you pick if I'm Kentucky?
Oh God, I'd probably
Don't say Louisville.
No, stop. This interview is over. Don't. Jeez, that's so insulting. It's like something throw your kid off the bridge. Miami, probably. Okay. I grew up in South Florida, so that would be the second. Okay. Like that's who I grew up down there watching. So that would probably be that. I don't like playing with Miami as much because their defense on that game is doo doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never played with them, so I don't.
Well, with Kentucky, you got 2 cheat codes. You got Max, and then you've got Barryon on offense is a cheat code in that game. But Dion, all you have to do, and actually JJ is pretty good on that end. Like you just go play as a linebacker. The one thing I don't like about that game is Dumas Johnson's not in that game, and Waller's not in there. Like, where's our transfers?
So funny. During practice or like workouts, he's always joking around. He'll be like, that's why you're overall 79. You know what I'm saying? And then people be like, that's why you ain't in the game. He be like, I don't care. I'm going to be in the game, but when I get in, I bet I'll be a 90. I'm like, man, you got it. All right.
If Chip can't outrun like somebody would be like, that speed is not a 92 guy.
Nah, for real.
So talking about kind of how that's so surreal to just like see yourself on a game that everybody's playing, do you get that same kind of feeling every time you walk out on the field, or like your first game of the season? How does that feel? You finally reached this end goal.
It was many different feelings. So from my freshman year, that feeling was like eye opening. I walk out on the field, it's like, I didn't expect that. That was my first ever, what is it, 60,000, 70,000 people game. Then my second season, that's when I'm ready. And then last year, that's when it's kind of the same feeling, I'm starting to get used to it, you know what I'm saying? So it's not really
as much of a high.
Butterfly. Yeah, it's not it's not the same as your first time. But I will say you still feel like the energy in the stadium, you know what I'm saying? But I be trying to just stay locked in, honestly. I don't try to get too much into the, all the other stuff.
So whenever you're pregame, do you have like a go-to song, or what's your routine?
Go-to song. Like in the off season, I spend my whole off season trying to make my playlist.
Make it perfect.
Yeah, like that's like a whole 6-month process. You know what I'm saying? So there isn't just one song I would say, but there's a few.
When I was a kid, it took 6 months just to get a ringtone on your phone.
But there isn't a song that comes to my head right now that I just.
What like genre? What kind of music are you listening to?
Rap, of course. I like R&B, but not for the football.
Right.
So genre, what's someone I could say? So much. Yeah, I'm just out of ideas right now.
A mix.
Yeah, a mix.
It's obviously we're getting close to the season kicking off. You guys getting pads this week. How much are you looking forward to finally being able to obviously hit somebody, but then that gets old real fast. How much are you guys getting ready and amped up for that first game in 4 weeks from now?
Man, we can't wait. That's the simplest way I could put it, honestly. How we getting ready? Shoot, I'm getting my mind right. You know what I'm saying? Meditating and reading and staying in the playbook. And it's the simplest way I could put it. Yeah.
Coming from NC State, what's kind of the biggest difference in playing for, a team like Kentucky in the SEC? Just kind of the overall vibe coming from the ACC and NC State.
The trenches. The trenches is like the D-line, the O-line.
Big boys.
So it's a little more physical, I would say. The overall vibe, I would say, is more focused on football. Down here, like fans are a little more over the edge about football. So
You could have just said over the edge. We would have just accepted it. You didn't have to stipulate. It'd have been fine. Was it so a non like thing? Was it weird? Also, like coming to a place where that was just this also basketball psychotic. Like, did that catch you off guard at all?
I knew what it was because I'm from Jersey. And Kentucky basketball is like a Jersey pipeline. So many Jersey guys, DJ Wagner,
Right.
So I already knew about Kentucky basketball, so I knew it was kind of a big thing down here. So I kind of felt like I can help change that narrative, and now it's a basketball, football school, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I already knew about the basketball fans and all of the rings that guys got here. So
It's it's interesting because a lot of people do think about it as a basketball school, but one thing I've noticed, especially over the last few years, is the home field advantage at Kroger Field starting to get there. You've been there now with a couple of crazy games. What's that atmosphere like here compared to other places you've been at?
Man, almost every game was sold out, right? Last year. So that is it's something
this year.
Yeah, it's something that you gotta feel.
I don't know if you've driven around the parking lot lately and seen all the tents that went up.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. It's like a couple rows closed. Yeah,
that's the earliest I've seen tents go up. Just so you know, no pressure.
Yeah, but man,
nobody cared what that sign said. No tents till August 1st. We were like, nah,
That's for weeks.
I'm gonna keep that spot.
Right, that's my spot.
June. There was tents in June.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember going to Kroger and driving around that parking lot and seeing tents in June. So definitely, there's. Are you noticing that excitement, like just being out and talking to fans, or when you're out in the city?
I feel like people are pissed.
Okay,
they're pissed for greatness. I would say.
I like that.
They're like, you guys better not lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hear that a lot. So I'm like, man, we got you, man. Just what I'm saying, keep rooting for us. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I done seen a lot of the tents, and people are getting fired up, amped up. They can't wait. And so can we.
So 2 questions kind of to wrap this up that are not football related. If you were not, don't worry, the good one's coming. If you were not playing football, what would you want to be doing?
I would want to be a CEO.
Okay.
Of my own. I would start out with a clothing brand.
So you and Max are very similar then.
Yeah. I kind of started it, but it's not out officially yet. And then I just want to be an entrepreneur, have my hands in different endeavors, business endeavors. I like real estate, trucking, the clothing brand, obviously, and then a little bit of social media. I'm not too big on it, but, it's a new day and age, something that you might have to do. So entrepreneurship is what I would want to do.
Good.
Nice.
I like that. That's the first.
Yeah.
That's the first one. That's good. Yeah. All right.
All right,
Here
to
it comes.
close us off.
Here it comes.
Who on the team would you never let date your sister?
Would I never let date my sister? What they said? Like, what's the other answer?
Oh no, you gotta know. We'll tell you after. You got to give your.
I don't want to add the.
No,
add
it's
fire to the
okay.
fire. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, we really hope that you add fuel to the fire. Everyone is like everyone. It's overwhelming.
I keep saying the same person, right?
There's an overwhelming number one.
Okay.
There's a number one and a number 2, and we just added one new one to the list today too. So
yeah, it's like I'm thinking of 2 same people that you thinking of. I would say Harley Gilmore.
Okay.
Okay.
You just threw the freshman under the bus. Oh man. So I will say that's the first freshman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not the first wide receiver though.
That's my dog though. But yeah.
All right, so that's a new one.
Yeah.
So Josh Caddis is overwhelming
overwhelming
win, number one.
Yeah. I didn't expect that, honestly. I did not.
And Barryon's number 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say Barryon. Yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say Harley and Barryon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Usually it's not. There's no thought. It's just like Caddis.
Immediate.
Word.
Brock started, threw him right under the bus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of course Brock did. That's all Brock do.
So we.
No, just
I'd say mother fricker.
Yeah, literally.
I don't
he's
think
so he's so pure with his faith like he tries his hardest not to cuss. He says all these like alternate cuss words like fudge or fricker, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing.
So if he ever gets in the huddle and actually drops one, or he's probably going to save it for like the most right time in a game, again in a really big game, and you all are just going to be like, I better. We have to do this.
Like we gotta pray, bro.
like we have Brock cussing over here. We
Something's all right.
I don't want to see you drop another gosh darn ball again.
Like, for real, that's really Brock. Like that's something you gotta love about him.
He's that in the phone clips, man. We're trying to get a movement. All right, we're trying to get the offensive line in the QB room to be wearing the belt clips.
Yeah,
how do you
feel about
I don't
that?
think we get the running back room to do it. I think that might be a bridge too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I could see though? I could see Max doing it as like a joke.
Yeah.
Just full on, kind of
Get a QB sack.
Yeah. So, man, we really appreciate you jumping on and talking to us today. Best of luck during the season, man. We're looking forward to it, and I can't wait to be there and cheering you guys on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. I can't even talk. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Go Big Blue.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of the Bleed Blue Network podcast. We hope you enjoyed diving deep into the world of Kentucky sports with us. Don't forget to stay connected by following us on Twitter at BleedBNation. Your feedback means the world to us. So take a moment to leave a review. Not only does it help us improve, but it also helps others discover the show. Until next time, keep cheering, keep listening, and keep bleeding blue.